Greetings, fellow cosmic explorers. Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the mysteries of the universe. Today, we have something truly extraordinary in store for you. Join us as we embark on an enlightening journey with the esteemed Andromedan extraterrestrial contactee, Alex Collier. But before we begin, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon for notifications. Oh, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Let's get ready to expand our horizons together. Sit back, relax, and listen to Alex Collier discussing Andromedan social structures. Are they male, female, androgynous, and how do they bond?
You say the Andromedans have three sex types, male, female, and androgynous, if I remember.
Yes.
In their culture, is it possible that all the sex types can produce offspring? Is reproduction conducted in the same manner as the human race? Do they stay together for the duration of their lifetimes? Or can you talk about Andromedan relationships and how they bond with each other?
My information on this is limited, but I will share with you again what I already know, or what I've already shared. There are natural births where couples have genuine intercourse. It's my understanding that they all do. I cannot speak about the androgynous. I simply do not know. They are a very small percentage, but nonetheless they exist. The men and the women do in fact engage. They don't have it for fun or for physical release. They understand that in the process of having sex, that there is always the possibility that a child will be created, a life form will be created. So they take it very, very seriously. When they do, in fact, engage in the physical process of what we would call sex, they call it merging. When they engage in sex or merging, they understand that their intention is and should always be the creation of creating another being. Now, that doesn't always happen. Okay? But if it does happen, then it is something that is joyfully experienced and celebrated. For those women who want to have child and who are on missions, etc., they can choose to have sperm from their mate put into them, and then they will carry the child for a while. Or if they do not want to carry a child themselves, they can still create one in a growing room, in a growing facility, where the two parents, the seed and the egg from the two parents, are put together in a lab. And then what happens is, instead of the child being grown inside of them, inside the woman, it is grown inside of an artificial womb. However, the parents are there all the time. They are constantly there, integrating with the egg, with the embryo, with the child as it continues to grow. So when the baby is delivered out of this, it already knows the parents, it knows their frequency, it knows their voice. It is not grown in the lab by itself, not knowing or having an emotional and physical or spiritual attachment to anyone except those that work in the lab. That is not how it's done. Literally, the expression, the bond that the child has with the parents is virtually the exact same as if the mother was carrying it. The only difference is it is not 100% attached to the mother, because when it's grown in the mother, that's all it knows. In this other way, it knows both the father and the mother equally, you see. So the attachment, the bond, is with both parents, not primarily just the mother. They look at things very, very differently. Um, and their attitudes and their knowledge of all this is far more expanded than ours is. And whatever happens, and no matter how the children are born, they all seem incredibly adjusted, incredibly aware, um, and incredibly healed. But then again, they're born with full consciousness. So the souls that attach to these physical bodies are born with full consciousness. They already know who they are, and they know the parents. So the androgynous, I know next to virtually nothing about them. So I don't know how that works. There are copper tablets that were discovered in the Dead Sea. And these copper tablets describe the history of a man, and I believe it's Rabbi Roy, R-O-I. And it talks about his mother being an androgynous being, and that she lived in the deserts of Sinai. And these copper tablets, it's very difficult to find information now about them. But when they first came out, there was a great deal of discussion about what these tablets said. And they were books, but they were inscribed on these copper slates. And what's interesting about that is that there were 3 papal edicts that were passed on, that were sent to the Roman military, that if anything, and this is, way back in history, that if anything came to the Roman military, any writings or stories regarding this rabbi, ROI, that they be destroyed immediately. Now, those papal edicts still exist today in the Vatican archives. And all knowledge of this individual, ROI, were gone until this copper tablet was rediscovered or discovered. So, there's a lot of history we don't know here. Was she an extraterrestrial that decided to stay, or she got trapped or stuck or abandoned? We don't know. Is it a hybrid woman who was able to do this? We don't know that either. But it's just another one of the mysteries of Earth that we have yet to uncover, and hopefully that information will be shared at some point, with us on the surface. So I wanted to mention that because it's relevant. It may be relevant to this conversation we're having now about birthing. We just don't have enough information. I got very much into history because I was trying to prove in the beginning the A's wrong, or to find out what they were saying was true. That's how a lot of this information came to me. And I mean, some of this came to me like in a magical way. I wasn't looking for it, and then suddenly there it was in front of me. So, and I suspect that they were very instrumental in making sure that those pieces of information crossed my path, because these were questions I was having and things that I would think about. So now the fact that we have 12 strands and only 2 are on, what happens to those people where their strands are turned on 3, 4, 5, and 6? Can they be androgynous, especially if it's a woman, a female body? The men just don't have the equipment. But a woman, I would think she could do it. So I don't know. I mean, these are things we just don't know about ourselves yet. And, there's more we don't know than we do know. That's a fact.
Thank you for joining us on this awe-inspiring cosmic adventure with Alex Collier. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to show your support by giving it a thumbs up, subscribing to our channel, and clicking that bell icon to receive notifications of future uploads. We truly value your engagement, so please take a moment to share your thoughts, questions, and ideas in the comments below. Remember, it's through these connections and conversations that we continue to grow and evolve. Until our paths cross again, keep exploring the cosmos and embracing the infinite possibilities that await us. If you would like to see the latest information from Andromedan contactee Alex Collier live via video stream, we host an online seminar 3 times a month on a Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. For more information and dates of upcoming online seminars, please visit alexcollier.org. Please click on one of the above videos to seek more of Alex Collier's knowledge.